That was good, YouTube. It's your man Ronan back at it again, and I want to say much love to the new subscribers. Special shout out to the Crimson Cure. Much love to you to helping me get to 400 plus, and I'm honored and flattered in that because well, I'll get into that later. But you already know the deal. Use the code Ronan10. This will be your passport to the A game lifestyle. It helps with your vitality, strength, libido, and focus. With that being said, much love to the A Game family. Shout out to A Game Nation and all my peers out here. And welcome to to my channel with the new subscribers. Today's conversation, I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna give a little bit of duality this weekend. So to start it off, in the A Game Nation, we talk about the 4Ps. We talk about problem solving, protection, provision, and procreation. So it's best I start off with protection. Now, the right way to protect yourself and others is to, number one, follow your first mind, your intuition. It's an internal spiritual alarm system that differentiates the level of right and wrong, the level of danger and otherwise. And it's been taught to me early, especially in the military. Military was been heightened. If something doesn't feel right, follow your first mind. And usually, because there's like brain matter in our gut, basically. So automatically, if something feels off, follow your first mind. Look to be aware about your surroundings. And going deeper into that, this deals in with a lot of ladies out here, which this seems to be a hot topic in these spaces, unfortunately. Now, dealing with the Punani politics, I'm going to address this first and then move on. Fellas, with it being sundress season and, you're out here getting a sniff of them lemon panties, I get it. As a fellow man, you see some things out here that are just awesome. Got curves, cakes, yams, all that. But never get caught up in the visual as much as the intellectual and the spiritual. See, if you didn't know, this is still spiritual war. And you've seen far too many brothers get into financial trouble, legal trouble, or they're here and gone because they were slaves to their Johnson. Now, when it comes to interaction with these females, foresight must be the first and foremost line of defense. You have to properly vet the women. Are they worthy of your time, your toil, the trouble, and the threat? That falls under the umbrella of protection. It's not just for the women, because I know a lot of guys like to stay there. But the thing is, you need to worry about your circle of friends. I'll say, for example, in my trip to Charlotte, everyone had their respective role. And in spending time with them, with me dealing with PTSD, clinical depression, and quite a few things before, during, and after my time in the military, not one time did I suffer from those random anger fits that come about. Now, this may affect every veteran or someone who's dealing with certain things, similar things, differently. But the thing was, there was a sense of protection there. For number one, the Crimson Cure. She was that feminine ward. She still is that feminine ward that helps protect me from dangers seen and unseen through a feminine lens. I look at the bishop. He's that religious base to keep me spiritually rooted. He's a solid confidant. Aside from being Jehovah, he's very intelligent, very aware about things. There's different perspectives that he sees that I didn't see and I needed. Then I have that wise sage in Tracy, or better known as Sheep Stay Sleep. And this is an individual that will take a very stern and stoic look at things. Like he can see things that I can't see, but need to see. And I refer to all three of them and, my OG, Father's Time, as, sage counsel. With him, handling, teaching us the 10 life values and SOS, I had that level of protection that I'm needed. That lets me know I'm covered. That's what all of us should aspire to be and have and maintain. The price of peace of mind and freedom is never cheap. And the thing is, when you're looking to do something above and beyond you, you're going to need a whole hell of a lot of protection against all enemies and means, both foreign and domestic. Now, on that note, with the protection part, you got to protect your creative genius and your abilities, your gifts. I look at every one of us as artists, but we have our respective canvases that we express our art or our mastery in. And the thing is, to test it, if you give them a hint of a vision that, is not the total vision, but something you're working on. Now, if they can't stand the fact, or they can't keep it to themselves, where you can literally hear them taste the contempt of your creativity in their mouth, two things need to happen. Immediately put them on borrowed time, if that applies. And number two, get it in your head as to when and how you're going to live life beyond them. Because this is literally a race. Spiritual warfare, you have to have that endurance. Not just physical, mental, spiritual, on every level. And the thing is, when you're running your race, are you looking to have helpmeets and a team that keep you energized, motivated, focused on the mission to accomplish your goals and then some? Or are you going to have a blown hamstring or, some quack that is looking to damage your ability to do what you need to do, thus having you self-destruct over time? It's all encompassing, especially with the circle and everything like that. But there's another thing about protection. You need to protect yourself from yourself. In many ways, if you allow this society and how they demonize men and say that masculinity is toxic, where they have individuals who birth you who don't like you, or people who raised you can't stand you, or people who you married but divorced you long before the altar, or you have people you grew up with but they can't grow out of the nonsense that you used to be, or all things pertaining. You got to protect yourself from yourself, because if you allow yourself into those dangerous echo chambers, you will talk yourself into poverty and failure, if not the grave. See, again, it goes back to the circle I have. I'm supported by people who I can not only comfortably share my vision and thoughts with, but encourage me to push my creative limits to, beyond my own limiting boundaries. You get into the habit where, to protect yourself, and this is some things I do off and on, which I need to get back into, speaking life into myself. As men, we're designed to be kinetic, oppose environment, or step back and see the lessons that need to be learned. Again, it's like that takes foresight, takes understanding of yourself, emotional intelligence, spiritual defense and awareness. Because you will hear, if you hear things, you tune your ears to hear things, you'll get out of the habit of saying, I can't trust anybody. In my belief, I trust everyone to show me everything I need to see in its proper time. This is why I give enough people enough rope to redeem themselves or hang themselves. It's on them to kick away the chair. I'm too busy doing too many things to worry about everything they're doing. But just because I may come in peace, that doesn't mean I am not aware or ignorant of everything. This is why I have my circle, to let me know things that they see. And this is why I encourage my peers out here to do the same thing for yourself. Protection is paramount, especially nowadays. So in closing with this, spiritual warfare is not a joke. There are very few rare times you can afford to take a break, at least a breather. But when you do, ensure that you have people around your fire team, because this is spiritual warfare, to watch your back. Have those sentries protect your reputation, your interests. All the things that help you grow to be better men. So, with that being said, that's a brief summary of the things what I mean as far as protect, as far as the 4Ps. So that's the right way to do it. But stand by, because there's always another side to this. So, as always, never allow your comfort zone to become your coffin. And salute to you guys. And definitely, again, much love to the Crimson Cure. I thank you for your feminine grace and just being an awesome woman. And can never thank you enough. But yeah, let's get out here and get it, fellas. And remember, protect yourself at all times. Peace.